Hey, it's Steve from Flowmaster. Today I'm happy to introduce our new Delta Force cooler intake for the 2011 to 2014 Ford F-150s equipped with a 5.0 liter motor. But please check our website for more details on different makes, models, and years this will fit. Now, this Delta Force cooler intake has a black powder coated heat shield, reinforced silicone couplers, all stainless steel hardware, anodized fittings, and all systems feature an ultra-trick looking durable cross-linked polyethylene intake tube with a nice Flowmaster logo right in the center. Along with the large high-flow conical shaped filter, it's an 8-layer cotton gauze air filter, ensuring that it will trap more dust and dirt particles than your typical 6-layer filter. And it's 100% direct bolt onto the vehicle. Also, it's backed up by a lifetime limited warranty, protecting your investment and giving you peace of mind. Now, the tools for the job are 5 32nd Allen key, Torx T15, 5/16 nut driver, Phillips screwdriver, a pair of pliers, a pair of scissors, 13/16 wrench, and a 9/16 wrench. All Flowmaster products are dyno tuned during the development phases for maximum power gains and efficiency. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get this installed on this F-150 here. Okay, we're in the shop today. We got a 2014 Ford F-150 with a 5.0 liter motor. We're gonna get the stock airbox assembly out and get on the new Delta Force cooler intake. So let's get started. Okay, first we're gonna go ahead and unplug the sensor. We're going to unsnap the top lid only to the airbox. Then we're going to disconnect the vacuum hose. And then there's another vacuum hose right here. And then we're going to loosen up the clamp and wiggle it off the throttle body and take this out as one unit. So first we're going to go ahead and disconnect the sensor. There's a little locking red tab underneath there. So you're going to unsnap it. Once you unsnap it, squeeze it together. It'll come unplugged. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and unclip the top lid to the airbox. We're going to go ahead and just unclip these. There's 3 of them. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and disconnect this vacuum line. I'm going to pull it straight off the tube. Okay, next, we're going to go ahead and disconnect this vacuum line. It's got a little locking clip right here. You get to actually push this in and then spring this little clip to unlock it. Next, we're going to go ahead and loosen up the clamp. So we're going to go ahead and loosen this up. And then we'll take the stock intake tube and wiggle it off the throttle body. Okay, next we're going to take the whole airbox assembly out as one unit. Now it's hinged right here in the back. So we're just going to pick it up and we'll unhinge it. Okay, we got our stock airbox assembly out. We're going to go ahead and start assembling the new Delta Force cooler intake. Now there's only one part we're going to reuse, which is going to be the sensor here. So let's go get started. All right, we got our Delta Force cooler intake laid out on the table here. We're going to first go ahead and start off with the heat shield. We're going to use the air filter adapter. We're going to put this on the inside of the heat shield. Then we're going to line up these 3 holes. And then with the supplied hardware, we're taking an Allen bolt. It's got a lock washer, then a flat washer. And we're going to go ahead and tighten this down. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and put on the heat shield trim. This may come in excess length, so you may need to trim it to fit your heat shield. So we're going to go ahead and put it around the top here. Okay. Next, we have the adhesive trim seal. This may come on excess length, so you're going to have to trim it to fit your heat shield. So we got the heat shield turned upside down. We're going to go ahead and put a strip right here, a strip right here on this edge, a strip right here, and one more right here. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and put the anodized fittings onto the intake tube. Now on the anodized fittings, make sure you put some Teflon tape on the threads. And this one here is the 90° that has the quick disconnect. We're going to go ahead and put this on the throttle body side. So it's this one right here. Should be like a 45° angle. I'll show you here in a second. Okay, so this is the side that goes to the throttle body. There's our logo. You can kind of see it's at a 45. The next anodized fitting is the 90° that's got the barb fitting. It's going to go in this port right here. And again, we've got the Teflon tape on our threads. Okay, so the orientation for this should be going back towards the sensor. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and remove the sensor off the stock airbox. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and just peel the stock gasket off of it. And then we're going to add on the new gasket that comes supplied in the kit. And then in the kit also we got 2 new screws. We want to tighten this down evenly. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and put on the reinforced silicone coupler. Now this one here has got a little hump in the center. Now it's got a bigger diameter on one side and a smaller diameter on the other. The bigger diameter here is going to go on the heat shield side, right on this air filter adapter. And we'll go ahead and snug this up. Okay. All right, next we're going to go ahead and put the intake tube on the reinforced silicone coupler here on the heat shield side. We'll go ahead and leave that loose. And the next coupler here, we're going to go ahead and slide it on into this, and this is going to go to the throttle body. Again, we're just going to go ahead and just snug it up. We're going to allow for some adjustment. All right. Okay, we got our Delta Force cooler intake assembled. We're going to go ahead and flip this thing upside down. We're going to go ahead and put on the air filter now. I'll go ahead and tighten this down. All right. Okay, first we're going to go ahead and hinge it here on the bottom of the airbox. Then we'll go ahead and connect it onto the throttle body. Now you want to leave your reinforced couplers loose so you can allow for some adjustment. Okay, we want to make sure the silicone coupler is pressed up all the way against the throttle body. And then finally tighten it down. Now next, we're going to go ahead and tighten down the coupler, but on the heat shield side. Again, we want to make sure you push the coupler all the way against the heat shield. And tighten down. Okay. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and tighten on the 2 clamps on each end of the intake tube side. Okay. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and reconnect the sensor. Just going to push it up to here and snap in place. Then we're going to go ahead and push in the red locking tab. Okay, we're going to reconnect the breather hose to the quick disconnect fitting. Just push it onto here and snap. Now the vacuum hose that we removed off the stock airbox assembly, we're actually going to pull this hose off, and then we're going to go ahead and replace it with the supplied hose that comes in the kit. And this may come in excess length, so you may need to trim it to fit your vehicle. So we're going to go ahead and push this on. Okay, on the other end of the hose, we're going to go ahead and put on the pinch clamp, slide it on. And now we're going to slide this on to the barb fitting. We'll go ahead and slide the clamp on. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and clip down the heat shield. Now it's got 3 clips. We're going to use the 2 outside ones. So we're going to clip this one in. We're going to clip this one in. Now the center one we're not going to use, so we're just going to unclip it and remove it. Okay, that concludes our installation here on our Delta Force cold air intake for the 2011 to 2014 Ford F-150s equipped with a 5.0 liter motor. Now installation time on this is roughly about 30 to 45 minutes. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching, and I'm ready to go hit the highway. Be sure to subscribe to our Flowmaster YouTube channel, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.